loved about the first CD.
Well, let me ask you about the fans, because you just mentioned the fans, and they do seem to play a big role in what you do, and you make yourself accessible to them. What are Grobanites?
Grobanites. They're probably about 7,000 strong, and they are a very dedicated, very very loyal, very just energetic group of fans, and I think they pretty much dwell on the internet. They're the ones on that forum. They're the ones on that website, and they chat every day. They know everything that I'm doing before I do. Every TV show that I do, they've got the pictures, they got the media all up on, and they're the best, and they're mine, and they are, and I'm theirs, and there's just major kind of mutual respect and mutual love for one another, and they've been very, very helpful. They're just the main hardcore diehard fans, and they're the ones that'll be with me for the rest of my life, I'm sure. So you got to keep the Grobanites happy.
Well, they do adore you. Like, where's the line for you between enjoying it and being? I mean, are there any strange moments that happen when these cultish fans?
I'm a strange person, so I think they kind of share my kind of weirdness for things, and their weirdness for things just happen to be weirdness for me. So I can't like get upset about that, because I mean we're all weird, and yet they're my fans, so they're going to take some of that weirdness. For instance, they make things, they draw me, I just saw that they did a giant auction where they sold a whole bunch of Josh stuff for the David Foster Foundation and raised money, and they raised $30,000 American dollars. And I met one of the fans the other day, and I was looking through the stuff that they sold, and a lot of it was stuff that I had signed through different signings and things like that went for like $500-600, and then they made like soaps, and they called it Joshy Washy. Okay, and
do you have any Joshy Washy?
No, I met.
How does one get some Joshy Washy?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out, because I met with a few of them this morning at Canada AM, and I said, guys, I'd like some Joshy Washy if you don't mind. And so they're on it. They're going to make me some Joshy Washy. It's basically soap in different colors with my face in it. So it's
right.
Yeah.
Does it have a scent?
I don't know.
Or is it non-allergenic?
I have no idea. It's borderline kinky. I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, they make things, and they make pins and all that. So they, and the letters and the presents and the dolls. They make dolls too. I mean, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, every once in a while it ventures into the realm of, kind of like looking cross-eyed at your family. So, but in the long run, you look at it and see just how cool they are and how cool it is that this is happening.
Okay, but you're being really nice about this. So what about? I mean, your fans. I mean, just looking at the DVD and the concert, there are, and there are a lot of them are older women.
Some of them
surely are cruising for a little Josh Groban action.
I don't know about that. I think they're more into the mothering aspect than the cruising for it.
No, but seriously, how do you deal with what's it like to be pursued by thousands of older women?
I'm not sure. I think it's initially they were the audience that kind of immediately grabbed onto this kind of music for some reason, and one of the cool things is, I mean, I get batches of fan mail probably every month. I'll get maybe 1,000 letters, and so, my mom is the designated fan mail opener now. She's just having a great time. She's putting all the ones aside that have pictures, and I was looking through every single one of them just before I came here, actually, and I'd say a good 85% of them are 15 to 20 now.
Oh, okay.
And so it's gotten progressively younger.
What were you looking through them for? I was searching for a...
Oh, my mom's trying to get me married.
Set you up.
Yeah. Look at this nice young girl. This is great.
She gives you...
Yeah.
This is great. You let your mom filter through the fan mail to choose which girl.
No, I'm not telling her to choose a girl. She's deciding, I'm saying, no, Mom, I'm not going to have a Grobanite wedding. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But
what if one of them is gorgeous?
Some of them have been. One of them, there's one that I had actually met, and she came to my door. Actually, my mom had said that she came to my door, and she was somebody that I remember just being totally just gorgeous blonde girl. And she came to the door. So yeah, I mean, you can't.
And what happened? You didn't got a.
I wasn't home.
Oh.
And my mom said,
but are you home?
Yeah. No, I really wasn't home.
Okay.
But I'm peering through my door, just going. No, my mom said, no, he's not home right now. And does he know you? And she said, oh yeah, I'm a friend of his. So I realized, it's like, look, Mom, here's the family. That's her.
Right.
So yeah, some of them can be really, really beautiful actually, and you still, I mean, I can't do the groupie thing. You gotta there's that line you can't cross ever. So
it's been crossed many times, Josh.
I'm sure it has been. I could cross the line.
Maybe this is a way of becoming
I'm not going to cross the
accessible.
line. Exactly. Hey, exactly. So, yeah.
Are you a crooner? There's a notion out there that there's a return to the crooners in different forms. Nora Jones, to a certain extent.
Sure.
Do you consider yourself a crooner?
Certainly not in the jazz sense of the way. I mean, not like certainly someone like Nora, but yeah, I think I would definitely say that the crooning, the ballad style singers, the people that aren't afraid to, I don't know, not put drums on a song. It is coming back, and I think that's great. It just shows that people are not, again, people are opening their minds. I don't think it's just the crooners that are coming back. I think it's just, in general, an appreciation for different types of music in general are coming back. I think
why is that coming back? I mean, why is your music so seemingly timely right now? So that millions of people are buying it.
I really don't know. I think that people are a lot more. I don't know what it is, to be honest. Except that I can just say it's a good thing. I mean, I never know why people listen to certain kinds of music at different times.
And something doesn't feel as manufactured somehow, in a way. It doesn't feel like you're a creation.
It's very organic. No, I get into a studio, I stand there with an 80-piece orchestra, and we record a song. I mean, it's not
like that, live, off the floor.
Sure. And so I think people kind of appreciate that. I think people are a little more real with what they want to feel in their music and how they react to their music. I think that people react to music in different ways. When I want to listen to when I'm excited and I want to party and I'm happy about something, I'll put on, Christina Aguilera or Pink or something and say, okay, well, now it's time to get this party started.
Right.
But when
you're coming up,
I'm coming up.
Yeah.
So you better get this party started. But I think that there's a lot more that people are feeling right now, other than just let's get this party started. I think that there's a lot more that people can connect to, and so it meant a great deal to me for someone. I poured my heart and soul into the CD, and so people related to that. The letters that I've gotten from songs like "To Where You Are," which is about losing somebody and needing to feel constantly like they're still there with you, and trying to find ways to find that they're still there. Just the stories that I've received from that song alone have been incredible. So I think that people are generally not at all disregarding the music that's always been around, but just kind of open that other door and saying, okay, well, this is great too, and I'm really happy about that.
You've come at, I guess finally, I mean, you seem to have come at people from a bunch of different places. There's the Ally Beale thing, the Olympics.
Right.
Yesterday in Toronto, you did a Walmart convention.
Yes.
So why'd you do that? And is there, I mean, what wouldn't you do to sell yourself in a sense?
Right. Well, Walmart was just a way of saying thank you. I mean, they were kind of, it's all about what places decide they want people to hear you, and I think when any major company, someplace like Walmart decides to take something that's a little bit out of the box and say, yeah, okay, we're going to tell people that this is something that people should listen to.
Right.
I was really honored and flattered that they wanted to take that extra step and do that. So, it's been a year since the album came out. They've been a real great help. So they did a show last night that was to benefit some of the workers at the show, and also to benefit the Children's Miracle Network, which is helps a number of different kids around the world. Right. So, and so I was here, stopped by and sang a few songs.
Right. But is there something that where's the line? Is there something that you wouldn't do?
We turned down a great number of things. Don't worry.
Give me an example of what you took.
Gosh, it's hard to say.
I know you won't accept groupies.
I won't accept groupies.
So what else will you turn down?
You've
just broken the heart of a lot of Grobanites, by the way.
I'm sorry. No, hey, it could happen.
Give them a 1% chance.
I know. I always joke, hey, we don't know each other. Let's get to know each other a little better. But there's certain TV shows have asked me to sing on the shows, and it's just not the right kind of show I want to do, or you can choose the charities that I do very carefully, and Crossing Over with John Edwards. Ever seen that show?
No.
It's a show where a guy talks to dead people, basically, and he picks out somebody in the audience and says, "Your son died in a car crash, right?"
Really?
Yeah, and nobody really knows for sure whether it's real or not.
Right.
people are very skeptical about that show. So anyway, he called my manager and said, "We love the song 'To Where You Are,' because it's about losing a loved one." And he said, "Would you mind singing it on our show?" And of course, as they've never had a musical guest on the show, just figure, songs about losing someone, shows about losing someone, sing a song. It just didn't feel right,
Right,
So.
Right. I support that decision.
Yes, thank you. So I could name 100 things that we've decided no to, but you have to be very grateful to the people that have helped you out, and you have to always give yourself to charities when they're the right ones, and so I've made sure to fill up my schedule with things that are very important to me.
Well, you seem to have a great sense of humor about yourself, and a sense of where you're at.
Look at the picture. I'm not that serious.
The picture's great. Well, you look very serious actually in the picture.
In that picture, that picture was actually like 100 feet high and 100 feet wide in Times Square.
Very
contemplative. New York. Exactly. And all my friends, all my buddies from college, like almost got into car accidents, like looking at that picture in Times Square, and we're like goofing around on our way to the bar, and I was just like, oh, look, there's you, contemplating.
Well, in as much as you're contemplating your future, let me ask you the final cliche question, which is, where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Oh, well, I have the complete cliche answer for that one.
I'm listening. I'm ready.
Yeah, good. Yeah. I'd like to say 10, 15 years from now that I'd put my foot in a little bit of everything successfully. I think that it's kind of dumb that there are all these invisible lines of what you can and can't do if you're a musician or an actor or whatever you are. So I had a great time acting in Ally McBeal. I'd love to do more acting if it's the right thing. I had a great time working with, some incredible producers, David Foster, Reese Fulber, and so I'd like to do stuff on different side of the spectrum. I'd love to work with David on stuff that's orchestral and some of the stuff he's such a genius at, and then I'd also like to work with some stuff in the rock and pop and electronic arena, but again, do it successfully, do it so that it works. So I hope to say that I did it all intelligently and didn't make any mistakes because of outside pressure and because of pressure on myself.